Here is how to set up Tradovate for day trading futures. Whether you're using your own capital or prop firms, first you want to make sure to sign into your account. Now, once you are signed into your account, your Tradovate is probably going to look something just like this. And to me, this is very ugly. So I'm going to show you guys how I personally have my Tradovate set up. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to exit out of all of this. Okay, so now we have a completely blank chart. Now the first thing that we are going to do is find this plus button up here at the top left where it says add models. Click on that and then you want to find chart. Once you find chart, you want to click on it and you want to drag it down to this plus button right here. Now, as we see in the search button, we're just going to go up here and we're going to choose the S&P 500 futures, which currently is ESZ5. Now, this is how the chart is going to look originally. And what we're going to do to change this is first off, head up here to this little box and make sure to exit out of that. But then you want to find this button right here at the top left that says bars. And you want to make sure to change it to candlestick. Now, obviously, if you trade a different kind of chart type, you can choose that here. I personally just use candlesticks. And then the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to go here to configure chart elements. I do not use SMAs, so I just went ahead and deleted that. Now what we're going to do is head over here to where it says indicators, find moving averages, and then EMA, and click that. Now the first EMA, we are going to set this period to 8. And I personally make my 8 EMA like this little pinkish purple right here, and then click save. Now we're going to go back into indicators. We're going to add another EMA and we're going to set the period to 21. Now personally for my 21 EMA, I make it white and then we're going to do the same thing, click save. Now usually I keep my Tradovate charts on a 5-minute time frame. So the time period, you'll just click that and then you can select 5-minute. It's really up to you if you do your charting on Tradovate. I personally do mine on Thinkorswim, but if you're going to zoom out and do higher time frame analysis, you can see that we have an hourly time frame, a daily time frame, but the way to go to other time frames is simply to click this button right here that says custom time. Make sure the type is still custom time. Now, if I wanted to add like, let's just say a 45-minute time frame, I would just type in 45 and then save. And then if we go back to the time period and go to the bottom where it says recent custom timeframes and click on that, you can see that the 45-minute is right there. The other timeframes that I like to use when doing my analysis on the higher timeframes is the 30-minute, 45-minute, hourly, 2-hour, 3-hour, and 4-hour. So again, if you guys do want to add that, just hit custom time and then input the time period. If you are going to do your analysis on Tradovate, you're going to find all your analysis tools right here where it says drawing tools. You have your support and resistance lines, your trend lines, your Fibonacci retracements, as well as if you go into shapes, when plotting supply and demand, you're going to be using a rectangle. So again, you can find all of that over here where it says drawing tools. But personally, when I am day trading, I typically keep my chart on a 5-minute time frame. Now what we're going to do is I actually have 2 charts pulled up on my screen at all times. So we're going to go ahead and hit new tab again. But this time we are going to choose the NASDAQ futures. Now what we can do this time, this menu is going to pop up. Now what we can do is hit yes, use previous settings, and you can see it already did everything for us. Now we're going to find where it says NQZ5. We're going to click on that and we're going to drag it to the right till it pops up like this. And now we have both the ES and NQ pulled up at the same time. Obviously, you can add other instruments as well. Like if you wanted to add the micro NASDAQ, you could do that. And again, yes, use previous settings, or the micro ES, you could do that. Again, yes, use previous settings, but this is typically how I have my Tradovate chart pulled up when I am day trading futures. Now, by default, it's going to put buy market, sell market, buy bid, sell ask. I am only doing market orders when trading futures. The reason being the spreads are always super tight. So I never have an issue when buying market or selling market. And then from there, you can change your quantity with this button right here. So if I wanted to buy 10 contracts, I would simply just put 10. So if I wanted to enter this position, I would simply hit buy market if I was going long or sell market if I was going short. Now what you can do from there is once your position is filled, whenever you start trimming out of your position, you'll simply just change this to however many contracts you want to scale out of. And if you just want to exit everything at once, you would just hit exit at market and clear. If you want to change the color scheme of your overall Tradovate, you'll simply go over here to where it says chart settings, click color scheme, and you can see right here that you have dark mode and light mode. You would simply just select the one that you want and click save. I personally keep mine on dark mode. Then there's also some other chart settings that you can choose. So if you want to see exactly where you get filled, you would find this right here to where it says fills and orders. Click on that and then make sure to select show fills. So whenever you get filled, it'll pop up right on the chart exactly where you got filled. Typically it'll pop up right here, but now it's also going to show you on the chart. Now going down to where it says price levels, you can have Tradovate auto plot some of these levels for you. So the last trade price, the open price, the high price, low price, middle price, etc. I personally don't use any of those, but I do know a lot of traders who do. If you wanted to use the volume profile, that is also in chart settings. You would just go ahead and click on that, and as well as market depth. And then finally, one of the only other things I would say to do is head up here into your application settings. Make sure to click on that. Make sure you click add-ons. And then if you are trading with a prop firm, there is a lot of free add-ons that you can choose from. Personally, just install and activate all of them. But one of the main ones that I do see people using is TradingView. This is essentially allowing you to connect your prop firm account to TradingView and to route your trades through TradingView. I just do all of my trading through Tradovate when it comes to futures because it's very easy to hit buy market and sell market. So I don't really need TradingView, but again, if you like to trade through TradingView, feel free to do that. But there's other things like Order Flow Plus, Market Replay, Advanced Charting, Free Indicators, Group Trading, which is another one that I see a lot of people using. That's essentially where you connect multiple accounts and trade them all at once, which actually I'll show you guys how to do that. And then Tick Stream. So again, with the prop firms, a lot of that stuff is going to be free. If you are trading your own capital, you're going to have to pay to get access to those. So now as far as grouping accounts together, these are my two main Apex accounts that I've gotten multiple payouts through. But if I wanted to trade both of these at once, I would simply find my account, click on that, and then go down to where it says manage groups. You will then hit this plus button right here, give it a name so they're my main two accounts when it comes to trading with props. And you'll see that it pops up right here where it says available. You'll simply click on that and then drag it over into the added accounts and do that with, however many accounts. And then all you have to do is hit save. So now that group is going to be created. And when you are trading, you still have the option to trade your accounts separately, which is mainly what I do. I don't like grouping my accounts together, but you'll find your group in your accounts. All you will do is click on that. And when you are taking trades, it's going to route it to all the accounts at once. So on Tradovate, you can do up to 5 accounts for free when it comes to the grouping. If you want to do more than that, then you're going to have to look into another system. I believe NinjaTrader does up to 20. So again, just personal preference. I'm not a huge fan of grouping them together, but I know a lot of people who do. So again, personal preference. And then finally, very quickly, if you find this button up here, this little globe icon, this is where you're going to get all real-time news. So just in case you guys want to keep up with the news, especially important news like GDP, PPI, CPI, etc., all that's going to pop up right here. But anyways, that is how you're going to set up Tradovate for day trading futures. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them down in the comments. Also, while you're at it, make sure to hit that like, as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. I live trade here on YouTube every single day, Monday through Friday, 15 minutes before market open. So make sure you guys tap in. Other than that, everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.